chest and open up, bend forward.
Like between Nirvana and Buddhahood. That's what I have to do to get there. It's gonna be a slog.
All right, next question. Please translate the following phrase.
Okay.
This is just to double check that I have the same version.
Yeah, something about causing regrets or
About.
talk was a conjugation or something. Still applies. Because that talk, right? No, the first one, not talk.
Oh, yeah, the first one's, yeah, that was the always the one I was wrong with the
Right.
There's something about my meditation going where I thought it was.
Could it mean virtuous thoughts?
Oh.
Because this is the version that we have. I'm doing the comparison between the course 14 and the version that we have here.
Oh.
I just wanted to make sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we're translating it like you're using So, what does this paragraph mean?
No, because we saw the commentary but not the root text.
Please translate the following.
Pages.
For me.
I don't know.
Second guess? Why do you say second guess?
I just copied.
He's guessing that's what it says in
Right.
ACR 14.
Because it has happened that we have a slightly different version in this text.
I see.
Would you say this is the same indication?
Yep.
Which one is that?
Okay, question number 3.
Oh.
Question 3.
What were the two versions of the cause for second guessing and even regretting our virtuous thoughts? So they had to do with the teacher and or teachings and having like some sort of a wrong.
This is an interesting correlation.
So the teacher went on to say that there were two versions of reading depending on if you had.
Because someone's handsome, you follow them?
No, either
You
either
focus on
one's
the
the
Dorje
next,
and the
the
Bell.
next thing that's gonna feel good. The
Right.
next thing that's gonna feel good. Or some other practice, tum tum mei mei.
Right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Mogarwa,
So vocabulary.
It's a request.
Yeah.
Past tense. Which is,
Or requested.
Request.
Going for that higher teaching, wanting that higher teaching.
Right. I said more impressive. And then this is the other version.
Going for what's good looking.
is that what it was?
Yeah, the next attractive thing.
Oh, the next thing that's attractive.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thanks.
Yay. All right. Nice homework.
I like what you said today. I put it here. Just in the last class.
I had a bit of a psychic kickback. I get those from an audience that a lot of the non-native English speakers didn't know what a schmuck was. And I don't think they teach that in English school in Singapore.
Translation school.
Stuff like that.
Yiddish to Chinese.
Do you know what schmuck means? In English? No.
Do you know that literally?
Anyway, it means stupid guy or something. But foreigners don't know this word. It's a English, American English. It's actually Yiddish. Jeweler or something. A jeweler is a schmuckmaker.
It's Yiddish for
Do you know what schmuck really means?
Jewelry.
China jewels.
Huh?
Family jewels.
Oh, really?
What's it mean?
Family jewels.
Oh, I get it. I didn't know that. Well, now it makes sense. That's why we need a commentary. That's why we need a Yiddish commentary. Okay, let's get going. We're wasting time. She, da, chin, chin. Oh, I just gotta take the plane. Let's crash this plane. Why am I not in such a good mood, Jigme? Why am I in such a good? Yeah. No, I'm gonna do yoga, but by the way, we are gonna do yoga here, so probably here. but it's still up in the air. It's in the woosphere. Okay. All right. Here we go. Da Chin Che.
Can you take the?
Oh, sorry, I didn't take the plane. Let's try
Maybe
again. Lounge.
Somewhere in the world, someone could get your
I'm gonna cut this up just to make it your life easier. Okay.
She dachin che kunla drop look sa parche chat.
Yeah, and the hope was that you, advanced translators would remember the word sup from the other day. And it's usually repeated, sup sup chi. I should have bet money. Be careful. Beware. Take care. Sup sup chi. You can talk to him, but sup sup chi, he might cheat you. Something like that. That, Okay? Yeah, just, keep your eyes out. Okay, so here what? Da Chin Che. Search for GZAB is unique. Yeah. Da Chin Che, from now on, Kunla. Yeah, with everybody. Drok Lu. This is Tropo. It's the verb.
Friend. I'm gonna be friends. Treat them as if they're my friends.
No, the way I make friends, I'm gonna sub.
Be careful.
Yeah, take care. Because there's a kind of personality that just wants to meet new people over and over. You meet someone and you say, oh, this is the one, especially with girlfriends or boyfriends. You say, oh, this is the one, Now I finally met the one, And then 2 weeks later, you're like, It's the people who keep changing friends. They keep saying, oh, this is I love, or this yoga teacher, I'm really, oh, wow, And then 2 weeks later, you're like, I found a better one. Okay, that's called, so here he's saying, because that was a cause for disturbances in your meditation or something. Okay, was changing friends too often. Choose your friends wisely, choose them slowly, and stick with them. Okay, all right, here's I'm going to cut it here. Okay, go ahead. Whoa. Who's got the plane? Chungmu. It's easier to say when you're chewing, right? What's it say?
For example,
Good.
When I myself treat
Yeah,
someone
good.
small,
Kibuchung.
a little person.
The younger lower practice.
The first stage Lamrim practice. First stage Lamrim practice. Yeah, Kibuchung. Yeah. When I'm practicing something like,
The view of the lesser school.
okay, lowest level Lamrim, may I take a good rebirth, I think, right?
Yes.
Okay, may I take a good rebirth? And then I'm going to split it up, okay? I just have to remember later to put it back together. Okay, read that part. Lame, do you want to read from, oh, you got it.
Lame Tongpani Tabu Komshing
Shik.
Komshik Sungna.
Good, what's it mean?
And the Lama.
What's the subject of the sentence?
The Lama.
Yeah, the Lama, what's the verb at the end? Yeah, he says to me, he tells me.
He impels me to meditate on emptiness.
Yeah, no, he just says, hey, you say, what should I practice this month? He says, I want you meditating on emptiness. That's your practice this month, okay? This is the imperative tense, very rare, we don't see it, we almost never see it. But we know it's the imperative for sure because it has shik after it, which is like exclamation mark, do it. I want you meditating on the Lama. So what have I was doing before?
Lesser scope.
Yeah, I was Chiwa Mitakpa, Shenyan Tensu. I was how to go to a Lama. I was meditating on death. And then my Lama said, you know what, now I want you meditating on emptiness, okay? Then, is that off the charts? Okay. Read this much, okay? I'm cutting it up for you like a sandwich.
Rangi nyamlen ki so wo lo tsön tang shumpe
Tumbe.
tunpe katsu kang papa teni la chene lame kompa tang mingao shin.
You have all the pieces. You have all the pieces. If you work on it, let me give you the pieces. Rangi nyamlen. Now, my main practice, Tso, and Tso comes after what it modifies. Only a few words do that. That's why people consistently mistranslate the title of
Principal path.
of the three principal paths, not the three principles. They don't understand this. And they happen to be words for supremacy. Like Chok comes after, Tso comes after, okay? All right, Rangi Nyenlam Ki Tso. So what should be your main practice now? Yeah, emptiness. Why? Because Lama told you to. Look, I know you're on death meditation. I know you didn't get to the end of the Lamrim, where the Kibu Chembo, the high capacity people, but you know, I'm telling you, switch now. Switch today. No more death meditation. I want you going to emptiness. I didn't have it yet. I said. It was Ken Rinpoche's famous reason for everything. I'm your Lama. Okay, I understand. Why should I do that? I'm your Lama. I'm like, okay. What was the first time he said it? My first job was to take him to George Washington University. No, American University.
Doing his English homework for him?
Yeah, he took an English class. This is the first week I knew him. And he said, you fill it out. And I'm like, what? And he said, you fill out my English examination. I'm like, but it's for you. I'm your Lama. Okay, Rangi Nyamling, so Lord Sir Dantun. You have the knowledge. You can do it if you try. You can make it if you try. Nice. Say it again. Ooh, so good. You're halfway there.
And in the
Well, I want the tun.
the chord in the
Coding.
Yeah, according to your capacity. What's it mean? Look, skip to emptiness meditation. It's gonna suck. But just do it. Okay? Do the best you can. It means do the best you can. In accordance with your mental capacity. Kapsukam Bapa. Whatever topic it is that has come up. Kang Bapa means whatever came up. Okay? Tinila chino. Make it that. Focus your meditation on that. Whatever topic came up in the context of I'm your Lama, then work on that one. And never gelwa the gongba of the Lama. Never contradict the wishes of your teacher. Okay? Why did this come up here?
This is the karma.
About switching around.
Yeah, he was just ragging on people who switch topics too often. And now he's saying, if your teacher says switch. I'm not talking about that. I'm not saying inconsistency in making friends or choosing practices applies when your Lama tells you to do something. He's probably afraid his students are going to tell him the next day. He said, make dinner, and they're like, no, I have to continue on the same thing. Because you said so. He said, you can feel this is an oral teaching, right? He's like, about that thing about not skipping him when I do what your Lama said. I said so. Go ahead, Kadrup.
Kadrup chir kan komshi sumpa te nyamlen kyang chungse chepa tabul kona ne gone tuktang kalwar mingalwar jawa tam.
Chawadang. Yeah, now this is a little bit different taste, okay? Kadrup chir.
Because your Lama said, because that's the word, you should practice that.
Yeah, no, to droop the ka. In order,
accomplish what your Lama told you to do.
in order to obey the command, ka means command. In order to obey the command of your Lama. This is the ka in Kangyur, the translated command of the Buddha. The scriptures, 990 sutras and tantras, those are called Kangyur. Gyur means translated, right? So here's the word ka used in a sentence. And then you can get a feeling for what it means in Kangyur. Ka means the command of the king or the command of the Lama. And it's the word for the Buddhist scriptures, Kangyur. Okay. Ka Drupchir, in order to carry out his command, okay, or her command, Kam Gom Shik Sumba, whatever it was he told you to meditate on, okay, whatever it was he said, meditate on that, then do that nyamlen. Then he gives you an out. Chungse Chepa. At least do a little bit, okay? I mean, just to prove you listened to him. You can keep doing your death meditation, but come on, just give him half an hour on the emptiness meditation. Chungse Chepa. Double gone, do it that way. If you have a real problem with switching your meditation object, then okay, just to respect your Lama's word, throw in some emptiness meditation there, and then if you want to keep going back on your death meditation, that's okay. Okay? Got it? He kind of gives you an out here, you know. He's suggesting a compromise, in a way. Gone. But in any case, tukten mingo.
Don't contradict his holy heart.
Yeah, do not contradict his holy wishes. Okay? High honorific for Ning. Yeah. Do not contradict the holy wishes. Chawa dam. Please continue. De Tsun. Yeah. Nice RND. Sandrok. De Tsun.
For example?
Well, it means, take that as an example, as a specific example, but now as a general principle, okay? Deitsun means, take that as a specific example, and now in a more general, to give you the wrap-up, which is a wrap-up, right? Here comes the next verse. Kunna Sandro, never Wangdusong.
Abandon?
No, opposite. Wangdusong means you have a battle with another country's warriors and they win. And then you become a slave to those warriors. Yeah, it means it's worse than surrender. You become their slave.
Submit?
Submit, yeah, okay. Don't submit to the bad habits of Sandro and Ngoga.
Finding new friends and chasing pretty faces.
Yeah, keep making different friends. Yeah, and chase the next attractive practice. Okay, so he said, okay, I told you that thing about the Lama, but that's just one example. Try not to let yourself become a slave of this bad habit of jumping from practice to practice, teacher to teacher, friend to friend, okay? Saba about your doklo.
Be careful about your new
Yeah, be mindful, be careful about how you make friends or associations, whether it's lamas, friends, or books, or meditations. Be careful, okay? Che gope duno. The verse is saying that's what we have to do. The verse is saying that's what we have to do, okay? Cool? Now we're going on to the next one. You're starting to get a nice taste, even if you haven't been here for 2 years, or how long we've been here, I don't know. 3. You're starting to get a nice taste of correlations. His book is all the correlations. So more and more, many people said we should go through this book and make a list of all the correlations. Have trouble in your meditation? Well, are you jumping from teacher to teacher? Like that. Like, it would make a nice app. Yeah, Seiji's Crown and Knives app. You type in the problem with your husband and it tells you how to fix it and stuff like that. Okay? Really, and it quotes the correlation. That would be so nice.
Oh, an angry husband.
Right. Yeah, angry husband. You could have birds. Okay, new verse. Yay! We're gonna skip the verse. Okay, and you're gonna block it out. And you do that by, let's say I don't know the word mug.
I
Mug.
put the cursor there. And
Put the cursor here, click, then search for mug. Yeah, and there it is. Okay, and there's 3. Guess now, which one should I block out?
the first
Well, which one has a kill with it? They all do. Now, if it says Mukyo She, that's the one he really wants. Yeah, when the book says Mukyo, okay. But actually, I wouldn't object if you blocked out all 3, because sometimes you can block out more than once. Because what he's saying here is, Mukyo means this, and there's another Mukyo, and by the way, Mukyo especially means this, so it's okay to block them all out. Or we should make a standard. You want to block out the first one?
Usually we do the first one.
Let's do that. I think it's better.
Maybe there's times where he's repeating it, like in English, and you're trying to make a point, so you don't keep italicizing it.
But I think in general, let's just make it 1. Where there's 3 equal references, use the first one alone, because otherwise it gets distracting.
Like it's equal. Sometimes, like in my text, it will have like more of a
And a
phrase,
positive.
or
Yeah.
something, so you know
Yeah.
it's the one.
Yeah. Here it's not so clear which one he wants, but let's go with. I think I'll change my idea. Let's just do the first one. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to read the verse because that'll ruin the punchline. Yeah. So please start with Shepe.
Shepe mukyo ni giok kyu te teyan kontu mukyo tan kyunam shepa ni chungwe tan po giok tan
Yo, man.
yo tan ni pa gyula chechin kam dir ni mukyo shepa yo ju
Nichar.
nichar dune tempa yina.
Okay. So the word mukyo, which again, this is ancient poetry. Some of the first writing in Tibet, and the words have changed since then. It's like Chaucer or something. Okay. So he says he has to explain unusual words. He has to explain them. So you guys don't know mukyo, but it's the same as yogyu, okay, which is a common word. Okay, what's yogyu?
Acting with guile.
Yeah, it's cheating people, being shifty, being sneaky, like illegal bank work and stuff like that. That's called yogyu. Taking someone's money and not doing the job you said you would do is yogyu, like that. Okay. It's gonna come up in this next line, but not normally. Okay. And that's the Gyu and Gyuma, Ken, magician. He's like, oh, look, I'm going to do this job for your house, and they take your money and they disappear. And it's like magic. Okay. Okay, it's dishonesty. Okay, you think? Deyang Kongdu, before, in a previous verse, okay, Kongdu means above, meaning in a previous verse, we had the words Mukyo, and we had the word Kyunam. We had Ni, we had both of these. We already had Mukyo and we had Gyunam, Ni. Let me explain the difference. Okay, he says, let me give you the difference. Okay, the Dambo is Yo. Okay, that's, it literally means shiftiness. We had Sunam karma as Miyoa.
One that takes you to the former form.
Yeah, and it never shifts to another result. So shifty, meaning dishonest. Okay, dishonest. They cheat you. Cheat. You is cheat. Okay, and then Gyu is deceive someone. Like I don't know. I'll give you this special hand lotion. And it turns out to be motor oil. That's deception.
Yeah.
So it's dishonesty and deception, a little bit different, okay? La che, and I went and got it for you. Okay, here's the verse before. And in fact, the Lama discussed the words above. And he already explained it. Not acting straight and deceiving people is what these two refer to, okay? So we kind of had it before. We definitely had it before. Then he says, kamdir,
In this instance,
with a nice M, which shouldn't be there. Kamdir, okay? Mukyo, when it says mukyo, it's talking about yogyu. What did he do? He joined the two words. And it's a separate word in Tibetan. So don't think it's two words. It's not. Yoa means to be dishonest. Gyu means to cheat people, deceive people. But together, it's a new word in Tibetan. Yogyu. It's just, and you say it fast. You say yogyu. You don't say yo dang gyu or something like that. It's not like mignam. Okay? It's just yogyu. And he says the same thing. Nichar. You got to put it together. You got to put the two together. Okay? Nichar dune tembayin. Okay? So he says both senses are in the word mukyo. Mukyo is the same as yogyu. And yogyu in this sense means yoa and gyu. I mean, you don't say gyuma or gyuwa or anything like that. It's just gyu. Okay? Deception. You present one thing and you do something else. Okay, it's the ancient word for a magic illusion or a magic trick. Okay, you deceive in business. You deceive somebody. Okay, he says here this ancient word that you guys don't know is. By the way, he misspelled it, right? He said mukyo. Right?
not the S you
Yeah.
Yeah.
mean? No.
You're supposed to say no. It's just an instrumental, Geshe. By the mukyo. Okay, this S in the verse means somebody lose you with mukyo. Huh? Yeah, lu means to cheat somebody, trick somebody. Okay, so that's the instrumental, so don't get confused. It's kyo with an S on it. Okay? Alright, we're going to skip what he said before. Yeah, see here, Seiji made notes before. Shifty, shady, that's correct.
So the third one should be like an ancient word for deceiving?
It should have both flavors in it. It's got it. Well, yeah, no, he wants to say mukyo. He says in this verse, come dear. In this verse, I want you to change the meaning of mukyo to cover both. Okay, both senses. So you got to find an English word that implies not being honest and deceiving,
There's all
which are slightly different things.
dissembling. There's all over.
Yeah, it's up to you. I don't go there. Okay, here we go. Tela.
Tela shenki kyo yo gyu de tabui gone fangi luar chepai sendi nyam du.
Yeah. Dela means, dela is a light conjunction. Like now more about that. What's that talking about? Now, when somebody else uses gone, something like this kind of deception or cheating you, to deceive you, okay, then what are you supposed to nyam?
Think about
Yeah, and this book is all about, it keeps repeating the same formula. You know, what are you supposed to nyam? Okay, how are you supposed to think to yourself now that you're a Buddhist, now that you're a Lo Jongor? Well, how are you supposed to think about that when someone cheats you? Okay, you have a business deal and someone cheats you. Go ahead.
Teni rani ki kewa numa namsu a ponga yin
Yeah.
jungpa
Yukpa.
yukpa tungin nyampa tapui nagyal shintu chewa chepatan.
Yeah, you have to think, oh, in my past life, Kewa Ngunma, in my past life, okay, Rangniki, why the Ni?
I myself.
But what's the implication?
me alone.
But what's the moral implication?
That's why it's coming back to him. Like I did.
Yeah,
Created this.
yeah, it was me. Okay, like he's saying, it was me. He says ni. He didn't say rang. Rang means I did it. Rang ni means, oh, it was me who caused this problem. And the emphasis is, don't blame the guy who cheat you. Don't go looking at the guy who cheat you. That's not the point. It was me. So this sentence has to start out with something like, it was me. Meaning it wasn't him. Don't blame the other person, okay? Which is impossible, right? To not blame the other person. I mean, I do it every day. Okay, every hour, every 5 minutes. Okay, in my previous life, Apo ngayon. That's a kind of an expression in Apo ngayon. You know, I'm the big dude here. I'm the big dude. Literally, it's Godfather, or it's the head of a clan. It's the grandfather. Yeah, but hereditary. You know, lineage chieftain. It means I'm the man here. I'm the big man. Okay, Apa ngayon. You know, it means Apa. It's related to Apa, right? Father. I'm the man here. And Yukban Dung, it's a usage in Asian language to refer to yourself as a weapon. I'm the gun. I'm the big gun here, or I'm the stick here. You know, and it means I'm the big man. It means I have the power. But it's very common that you use the name of a weapon, like the two ministers of Udayana's son. Shikandi are called stick and hammer. Yukpa and Toa, stick and hammer, because they like to beat up the people. Okay, so I'm the stick, I'm the man, I'm the stick, I'm the spear. Okay. Danda?
Stick.
Yeah, Dandasana comes from the Tibetan is Yukpa. Here, this is the word for flat board also. But it also means a cudgel, a thick club that you use, like a baseball bat, okay, that you use to hit people. Nyamba. So those thoughts of what a big man I am, nyamba, that nagyo, yeah, shinduche, very big, chepa, I did that. Oh. That's why this guy is cheating me, and that's an unobvious correlation. It's not an obvious correlation, okay? Thinking you're the big man of a group and having people cheat you in business are connected. And that's somehow going to be the useful outcome of this book. You know, there'll be a list of things to do, you know. You keep getting cheated by people in your business, try to see if you're not being too assertive as a leader in your organization. Okay. By the way, the coffee was wonderful. I had some this morning. It's getting better. I don't know. Is it different? Still the same place? It's me. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Interesting alternate meaning of
Apo?
Yeah, you said it's also the junior husband of a movie.
Oh yeah, it's also the yeah. No, that's a different one. That's a different one. Yeah, I studied it for a while, as you can see. Okay. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, Shenki.
Shenki norla chokseme parlin kang tu chepanan la jikten na tokndo chen tu chakpata den drawe na nagyal tang tokdo chewar chepe lenging rangla korwar samne tonglen kompatan.
Yeah, good. Okay. Shenki nor, other people's possessions. Okay. I was. It made me uncomfortable. Chokshe means to be content. So I wasn't content with my own possessions. I looked at what other people had, and I did the best I could to lend. Yeah, to get to redirect them to myself. Okay. It's funny, you think your salary is good, and you're happy, and you're doing fine, and then you find out the person next to you makes $5,000 more per year, and you get this intense discomfort with your salary. It's a weird thing, right? I mean, I've been in corporate life for 19 years and never ever mentioned someone's salary in front of another person. Even if they're 10 times more working harder, it's still going to create some kind of weird stuff going on. So anyway, immediately you want to get it, but you're not satisfied with your salary anymore. Suddenly, in 1 minute, nam, la, jiten la tong du chen. Now, this is a usage a pattern I want you guys to learn, okay? Jikten na, used with chalk. What's it mean?
The convention or something.
Yeah, it's what people in the world call...
Keeping up with the Joneses or something?
Yeah, keeping up with the Joneses. It's an American idiom. To look at your neighbor and want the same car. They buy a new car, then suddenly you need a new car. My neighbor just got a new car just after I bought my car. After you guys bought my car, and thank you for the car.
Is it nicer than yours?
No. But I'm saying they didn't have a new car for like 10 years, and then Nick and the team bought me a car, and then suddenly my neighbor got a new car, and I was like, yeah, okay. It's human nature. It's human nature. Okay. So anyway, jikten na tak, and then whatever between it is what people say. You should translate it like that. You know that thing people say? And the Tibetan word here is, I don't know. It means you want to rape somebody or something like that, but financially. How do you say that?
Like take what they have?
You want to decimate them?
It means ruin, but it's not quite. Tok means hunger. You want to leave them hungry, which means you want to remove their total wealth and move it to your house. How do you say that in English? It means strip them of what they have. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
The tok means dong du chen means you want them to be hungry, but it doesn't mean that. It means ravage. But give me a colloquial American. That's what a single word, but I want an expression.
You want them to be without.
Yeah, but I want it.
Say it like this.
Like keeping up with the Joneses is perfect. Give me something else.
I'll get you for all you have.
Yeah, I'll take you for all you have. That's it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll take you for all you have. All you got. I'll get you for all your worth or something like that. I'll take you for all your worth. That's what Dr. Jem means. Okay, and the Lama is explaining the word. You see, he's saying, by the way, this unusual expression, what they call this attitude nowadays in the modern world of Tibet in the 1800s is leave them hungry. Meaning, I'll take it for all you got. I take it for all you got. So it should be an expression. Yeah. Okay, good. Then dari nagyal dan tongdu chewar chepe. Now, if you have this kind of pride, what was the pride? Oh, I'm the big man. I'm the big gun. Or this kind of wanting to strip other people of what they have. That laying in, that bad karma, korwa rangna. It's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. Okay? And to fix it, you better do tonglen. He doesn't even have to look at the text because he says the same thing every time. Yeah. Probably because we didn't do it yet. Okay. Now, Sawa is his alert that he's moving on. When he says, root text, okay, root text, Sawa. And in the formula of Seiji's text, what's going to come next?
They'll answer the...
Yeah, from now on I'm going to... Okay, so his book is structured that way. Oh, I must have done something bad. And it came back to me. Oh, I'm going to change my ways. Okay, I'm going to change my ways. Dani, you can translate this verse. You can translate this line actually. What's it saying?
From now on, I won't let people even be a little bit hungry.
Dupachung. I will dupachung.
I will fulfill all the, even the smallest desire.
I will turn down my desire. I will turn down my desire. Okay. Chorcha. I will do it. I will do it. Okay. It's imperative to myself.
Whatever desire I have?
Yeah.
Oh, for anything. For cars, for people, for money, for recognition in the translator class. You know, I'm going to tune down my desire. Okay. Okay, Dani Kanglang. I'm going to turn down my desire for all kinds of things. Everything in my life, I'm going to turn down my desire for it. Please read the next line.
She dachin che ko we pung kan lai yang to pachun shin chok che par che ku internal.
Yeah, Dachinche.
From now on?
Yeah, from now on. I'm not going to do even chung chung. I'm not going to have any desires for the punsoks of the world. Yeah, the nice stuff. And we have a beautiful monk in New York, or a beautiful practitioner in New York named Punsok. And what's the Sanskrit for Punsok? Atisha. Okay, so it means perfect or good stuff. Okay, so Atisha's name means first. It means perfect, just perfect. It means just perfect. Okay, all right, Pinsok, just perfect stuff of this world. I'm not going to get all tied up with worrying about it. You know, I need a car like that, or you know, okay. And I'm going to practice now. Say Duchung, Chokshe. Duchung Chokshe. Come on, Mom. Duchung. Mom. She's meditating on a kid. Say Duchung, Chokshe. Good. What's it mean? Yeah. Now, this is an Abhidharma idiom. This is a very, very famous Abhidharma idiom, okay? And we could even go to the Abhidharma and spend a class on it. I'm not sure. I'll go check, okay? I'll see how much Chögyam Lama said about it. But it's a very important Buddhist principle, and it's from the Abhidharma, and it's from the chapter on meditation, I think. So it's a standard term. $50 if you can distinguish between Duchung and Chokshe to my satisfaction. Today's expensive day, right, Champi? Duchung. What's the difference between Duchung and Chokshe?
Not the small desire.
No, desiring stuff for yourself and desiring stuff that's others.
It's a good guess, then it's wrong. You're getting
wanting
close.
more and not being satisfied with what you have.
Nice, but no, say it in a positive way. Say them both in a positive way. Wanting more and...
Wanting more, being content with what you
Yeah, satisfaction. So sometimes I call it desire and satisfaction. Or these are two Abhidharma principles. If you want to meditate well, you should do Jun Choshe. Okay, they go together. They always go together. Don't go online to find new $500 jeans and Chokshe with the soft, well-worn old ones that fit you. Like, be contented, you know. And it's this beautiful thing in the Abhidharma literature where you become friends with your old possessions. Look, I got this white ref for 1930s. You know, get to know your possessions and enjoy them and have a sweet relationship with them, and that's called chokshe. And don't go dump it. Don't cut down your desires and enjoy what you have, and become friends with your pants and your laptop and your crummy little house. And then you're gonna be like a king. Then you'll be like a king. I invite, sometimes I have Mr. Wu over to my house, and I suddenly saw my house as the smallest one in Rimrock. And all this time I was so happy with it, And then he's like, "Where's the rest?" And I'm like, "That's it." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, I start to worry about it, Okay, so chokshe, get to know the things you possess, become friends with them, and get along with each other sweetly. I like you, old pants. You're pretty nice. And don't keep thinking, "Oh, I'm going to dump you for some new pants." You're going to go in my closet forever. And I'm not going to wear you, but you're going to go in my closet forever. I think I'm going to add a new closet. So that's my story. Okay. All right. So it's a beautiful concept. I'm going to check Choni Lama's treatment of it and see if it's major or minor. If it's minor, we won't bother. But if he goes off on it for a page, we can put it in an appendix or something.
Is it the first two things to, like there are 5 things to get a meditation? We thought it was that level.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah, it's in that list, I think.
It is.
Yeah, it's in that list. Yeah. There's a famous list of Nagarjuna, five obstacles. But anyway, okay. Yeah, his text is very relaxing, right?
Yeah.
It's not like we're struggling against Gyaltsab. Okay.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not looking forward to it. It's traumatic. Gyaltsab is traumatic for me. Okay, go ahead. Shepani.
Shepani chen nyan tabu la suna kyang.
That's Chechen Nyan Tabula Tsuna.
Kyang chen che kin tuk pe nyan kyang chen che nyan pa tabu chak tang chen sem ki kune lang.
Te Chepa. Nice. I like this part because it talks about something which I think DCI is very important in DCI, which is competition, the attitude of competition. And they don't talk about it that much in Buddhist books, but he talks about it, And I think it's very important. If DCI could just get people to not be competitive, to help their competitors, then we contributed something to business world. You see what I mean? Okay, Shepani. Let's say you are either teaching or learning. Che Nyen, okay? So sometimes it's blocked together and it means education, you see? Like in Lam Rim, how to teach and how to listen to the Dharma, okay? How Dharma teaching should go. But here, let's talk about you are either teaching a class or you're listening to a class, okay? Tabu La Tsun. Let's just take that for example. Then you think to yourself, this is the instrumental with he, and I made a note to myself because it was confusing. Oh, he also cheche.
He also learned.
Now, chekin, say chekin. Present tensorizer. Extremely colloquial. Extremely colloquial. Kindu goes together. Kindu means, it means every week, or you see, oh, he's teaching in Sedona this week also. Teaching, he has ongoing teachings in Sedona. Nge kyang cheche.
I also.
But I'm already teaching. That yoga teacher came into town and they're planning some classes, and you think, but I'm teaching. Okay, it kind of happens sometimes. Tabu. Thinking to yourself like that, oh no, he's coming to Sedona to teach, but I'm teaching here. Tabu, chakdang. Jensem. Chakdang means desire, anger, competitive thoughts. Okay, there's the Tibetan word for competition. Competitive thoughts. Den means to compete. Den. And Jensem means a competitive attitude. Which is all tied up with desire and anger. I want the fame. I want the red envelopes. Dang, I hate him. You know, he doesn't know how to explain these Tibetan verbs. Okay. Chakdang means all these emotions. Some hate, some, you know, attachment. And then you start to get densem. You know, I'm better than him. You know, densem. And then your teaching gets poisoned. Chepa. And you are motivated by kunlong. You are motivated by densem. Your competitiveness drives you to teach more and longer and better and more expensively. Okay. Okay. I'm going to read the next sentence for free. Nyembe tsenang, even when you are taking a class, teishin du chepa, you tend to do the same thing, don't we? Oh, he answers more questions than I do. Oh, he got more money than I did. Okay. Right? Just, I know you get the money. Everyone's jealous of you. I know. No, but I used to really do this in class. I would just constantly compare myself to the other students. Nyenshe chakdang. So whether it's teaching or she, or whether it's learning, nyen, it's mixed up with I want to be famous or I hate this person. And then that dharma, nyambor masong.
Doesn't work anymore for you.
Yeah, it's no longer an antidote. It no longer works as an antidote, okay? Droksu song would say. And when I get into that frame of mind, okay, now we'll continue next time, okay? Okay, and it's very good to put this into a class. Because it's all about the class. You know, you guys are pretty good. I was much worse than you guys. I mean, or else you're keeping it quiet. Yeah, you're hiding it.
So what's the karma of having a teacher who encourages competition?
Who does that? No. Well, there's the famous advice I got from my Mongolian teacher, Geshe and Kelden. And he had tuberculosis. He had a lung cut out in the refugee camp on a table. And he's like, oh. He taught me Abhidharma, some of the Abhidharma. And he's like, oh, you're so lucky. I'm like, well, he says, you got art. You got the other main student of my lama. He said, you're so lucky you got art. And I said, well, why do you say that? Because I didn't say it, but I said, I don't like him. He says, yeah. You're constantly struggling to compete with him. It's great. You know, it's gonna push you farther and farther. You're so lucky to have another student like that. And then he goes, you know, but later on try to drop the jealousy thing, okay? he says, use it. Use the competitiveness. Get good at scripture. And then you know you could drop the jealousy thing after that. You keep the jealousy thing for a while. Because it pushes you, but you know, someday let it go, okay? But I haven't done it yet. Okay, here we go.
Still working on that.
Shina Jepasho Idam Guru Ranamandana Kaniyatayami Dikerokum Sanam Yeshe Totoshin Sanam Yeshe Lechumwe Dampa Kuni Tobasho Shogi Shmogi.
Thanks, Geshe.
Well, thanks for doing this text. He's our
Resident
What do you call it when you have a kid like 4 years later by accident? Like you have 2 kids in 2 years, and then you say that's enough, Diego, and then 6 years later something happens. And
Yeah.
what do you call it? I forget. He's that. He came a year after all the other chances. He said, "Can I have a book?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." He's
Was
that.
it
What do you
pilon?
call that?
In Spanish we say pilon.
Oh, pilon. What do we call that? An afterthought. Your parents decide to have no more babies, then a lot of time goes by, and then you have one, and then it doesn't matter if they planned you or not. Everyone tells you, for the rest of your life, people say, you must have been in an accident. He's my pilon.
Pilon.
He's my pilon.
Cool. Thank you.